All right, guys, welcome. My name is Conrad Elagaban. We are DFW Cyber Lions Club, and we are supporting Mental Health Awareness Week for the Lions Club International. We are also today celebrating Mental Health Day around the world. So it is a time to be able to look back, reflect, and see how we could improve and support ourselves and our mental well-being. So we have great guests here today. And then afterwards, this will be recorded and showcased on YouTube. And so for those that want to be able to review and watch this, great. Our Cyber Lions Club um, is based out of DFW, and we meet once a month to learn about all of the service projects that we could support around the Metroplex. There are our 8 main causes that the Lions Club International Foundation supports, including vision, youth empowerment, mental health, and others. However, there's many, many causes that everybody has, and we are here to support as many as we possibly can, including the 71 clubs and more in the DFW district, 2X1. So we love to have more Lunch and Learn series. This is our very first one, and we're excited to have all of you guys that are here today live. Today is a special because we have with us Mr. Seneca Alma. Seneca is bringing to you the KMIR Experience, and I hope I'm saying that right. He's developed the resilience mental training method designed to help individuals facing high stress, life upheaval, or trauma. And so, in the short 30 minutes today, he's going to share a little bit about that, and hopefully, that can help impact you in a powerful way. So let's bring him up, Mr. Seneca Alma.
Cool. I love great introductions. Uh, Thank you, thank you, thank you. And man, my screen kind of just shifted. I was hoping I liked the view before where I could see everyone's face. I mean, I can see everyone, but it's like up on the screen. I don't know, something happened with the show. But Esmeralda, that background is just giving me all the good vibes. So thank you. Um,
Really?
all right, so let me do this. Are you all able to see that screen?
We
Yep,
Yes.
we can
can.
see it.
Cool. All right, so I am super laid back, super chill. So I want everyone just to kind of relax, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, lean back, and we're just gonna, have some information and or work through some things. I'm gonna talk about who I am. So the KMIR experience. KMIR is an acronym that means Keep Me in Remembrance. It is a nonprofit and a company that I have created, and I really wish I could see everyone's face fully, but I'll just see kind of a few people here and there, but that's fine. So these are some organizations that I've had an opportunity to work with: Dallas Police Department, Bold House, Keller Williams, some different people here locally. I'm actually going to be doing a workshop for DPD on December the 19th on some stress management techniques. So I'm gonna say a little bit about my story and who I am. So I have spent a good portion of my life in federal and state prison, starting from the age of 19. I went to federal prison at the age of 19, and I tell the story. If you ever heard of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I had a legal dad and a criminal dad, and this is a very, concise way of describing the story. But basically, a father figure who was a criminal. And I started to follow his mentorship. I was getting into trouble as a young kid. Got kicked off the football team and wanted some money. He had it money. He had money, so I started to kind of follow his mentorship. And like Patrick, I go back inside of youth detention centers often and speak to those youth, as well as prisons. But I tell people, had that individual taught me real estate or the stock market or trucking, I would have adapted to that just as easily as I did a criminal lifestyle. I just wanted money. And that wasn't my deck of cards. So one thing that I go back and I work and teach with youth is, these kids aren't necessarily bad kids. We just got to direct that energy into a more positive direction and have them latch on to something. Because being stubborn, being hard-headed, being not really agreeable, which are things that we look at as being quote unquote bad. We know that as it relates to entrepreneurship, as it relates to sales, as it relates to really getting after it out here in society, those are some key characteristics that are really needed to help you be successful. So I'm telling you, I'm saying this from personal experience because I first started getting into training through my sales job. So whenever I came home, the first time I did 3 years in prison, I came home, got a regular job, was used to making fast money, went back into a life of crime. And that time I did 9 years in prison. I was indicted as a ringleader, theft of over $1 million, and given 25 years in prison. So that was state prison the second time I did 9 years. And it was that time where the math wasn't mathing. I said, I got to do something different. There was a lot of things that happened. It was a high profile case here in Dallas. And I started to make some changes. So I went into prison the second time with the made up mind that this was no longer for me. So I actually used my prison experience as a college, as a temple. I was doing workshops and boot camps. Like I just knew that I needed to do something different with my life and started to rechannel it then. I came home to my mom a couple of months after being home. My mom was about to be evicted from her house. So she only had about a month and a half before we were going to lose the house. So we went and filed for bankruptcy. I filed my name on a piece of paper saying that I was going to contribute X amount of dollars because she didn't make enough. And at the time of doing that, 9 years out of prison, my job was a 100% commission door knocker, right? So you're talking about some stress. So I tell this story to say that I don't have any alphabets behind my name. I don't have any college degrees, but I know about bouncing back from setback or resilience. So coming into that situation, I actually I've been home 7 years, but within 2 years or 3 years of being home, I turned that into a six-figure income, was one of the top salesmen at my company, started training new hires. And when I was always asked to train new hires, I was like, man, I can do this for a living. So I created my own curriculum and started training other sales teams. And that led into other opportunities where I've been working with Dallas Police Department, staff from other organizations and agencies. So again, how do we redirect that energy? And just talking about resilience is something that I feel very confident in from real life experience. So redefine, reframe, and recycle adversity, helping teams redefine their relationship with the noise. So when we talk about resilience, I'm going to get some key points on what is resilience, why is it important, and how does it relate to connection and retention? And kind of blaze through some of this information just for the sake of time. Comrade, I heard you dropping that 30 minutes a lot, and I do like to respect time, but this Zoom bar is giving me the business. It's covering a lot of my content, but ability to bounce back from adversity. So when we talk about resilience, resilience is very, very important because it helps reduce burnout, right? And burnout shrinks empathy and capacity, right? We have to have capacity to deal with these situations. That is the building block. And I talk about capacity all the time. I don't teach stress management. I teach capacity building. Those are two different things. We also move into regulated nervous system. So in order to co-regulate the space around me, in order to co-regulate my classroom, my office space, or whatever I'm doing as a professional, even my families, or even my personal romantic and platonic relationships, in order to co-regulate that space around me, I need to first know how to regulate my own nervous system, right? And then the third building block is going to be emotional honesty. I am so big on this one. I don't think this is talked about enough. Is being able to show up in your most authentic self, your most honest self, even sometimes in the most professional environments. There's a way to be professional and still be true to yourself, authentic and honest. Because I have learned, I've lived a very long life of wearing a mask, being a criminal, not really being like having a bad heart, but hanging around the wrong type of people, not really being authentic and true to myself. And I know what that feels like. I was in a mental and emotional prison way before I got into a physical one. So whenever I came home, I said, I am not going to do that again. I don't care how quote unquote successful I get. So being able to show up who I truly am while still being professional is the key to real success, because it sucks if you are making the money and you're checking all the boxes, but you're not being true to who you are. Now, when you're able to do that, you're able to actually do your job more effectively, because your vibration is going to come up completely different when you're able to be honest and authentic. So a huge thing. So when we talk about connection and capacity, so connection is huge. Connection is everything. Connection is networking. Connection is trying to manage my team. Connection is trying to talk to these youth. Like, it's all about human connection. And when we talk about connection, I talk about capacity before connection. The focus is not to connect with others, right? I know that sounds kind of crazy, but the focus is not to connect with others. The focus is ourselves and to build capacity. And as a byproduct, we create an environment for connection. What I mean by that is that true connection is not, I got all the answers, I got all the information, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me, like, or connect with me, connect with me, connect with me. That is a one-sided conversation. True connection is creating an environment that is conducive, where the other person realizes that they also have a part to play, and you meet in the middle. There's movement of both, right? That is true connection. That is the magic, and that's what we want to happen. That's the thing that makes us feel good. And that's the thing that makes the person that we are trying to connect with feel good. And that creates the emotional honesty that's so important. That cannot happen without my nervous system being regulated so I can regulate the space around me. It all is a puzzle that makes sense, right? And I created many of these frameworks in a place that was not conducive to personal development at all. That's why I know that this stuff works, because I actually created it in prison. And I started to do some of these things in prison. And I tell people, there's a quote that says, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I have a quote that says, if you can teach mindset training on a prison rec yard, you can teach it anywhere. Trust me, right? So these are things that I've been able to kind of tweak and work on from in there, and then coming home and learning the technical skills and tools and putting that together. So when we talk about connection, breaking news, you can't give what you don't have, right? Simple as that. So this quote or this mantra, I actually do in all of my sessions, and I have people repeat it. And what I do is I say, the best thing I can do, and they respond, the best thing I can do when taking care of others, when taking care of others, it's the first, take care of myself. And then we clap two times, we clap three times. The reason I do that is that typically people are at a conference table and they have their group, and I'm letting people know that you can't give what you don't have. Like, this is all internal work, and it's a vibrational state that comes out of you once you begin to understand the concepts. And the reason that we clap is a mild form of somatic work, is that we first have to regulate ourselves, but when we clap together in that unison, you feel that energy start to co-regulate the space around you. So I have several different techniques that I do. Most of them are to some form of music. I have creative mental health, where we're actually we're regulating and co-regulating our space in real time as a team and as a group. Um, that's just kind of a intro of what that looks like. We are trying to go to the next slide. Are you guys with me?
Oh yeah, man. Good stuff, brother.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. So what is the nervous system? Conrad, what am I looking like on time? Oh, okay, 12 I take. What is nervous system regulation? Why is it important? This is probably my favorite concept in all of this. So this is how I explain it to you. Nervous system regulation is safety. Simple as that, right? And I explain it like our nervous system is like soil, right? And the circumstances of life are like seeds that go inside of that soil. So seed, soil, circumstances, nervous system. So whenever I feel safe, or to the degree that I feel safe, if a circumstance like a promotion, for an example, um, falls into my life and it goes into my soil, to the degree that I feel safe will be to the degree that I can actually take that circumstance can actually take root and bloom, right? When I feel safe, I got a promotion. Okay, that's cool. I got a promotion. I can actually expand on this. I feel good about it. But if my nervous system is not regulated, if my soil is not fertile, and that same seed or that same circumstance, like a regulated, like a promotion, comes into my life, then just through universal law and principle, I will begin to reject that seed. It won't take root, it would not fall on fertile ground. A nervous system that is not regulated is always going to create scarcity, is always going to create doubt. And what it sounds like is, do I really deserve this promotion? Right? Or how long is this promotion going to last before I screw it up? And what the mind and the body is only doing, it's doing what it was designed to do. It's always trying to bring itself to a balanced homeostasis state. So if your vibration is low, but the circumstance is high, right? Your body is just going to do what it's designed to do, and it's basically going to try to bring you down unconsciously, right? So this is why nervous system regulation is so freaking important beyond just like theory and a worksheet. It truly does have real life application. And that's why I enjoy this topic, because I like to give teeth to things that are sometimes labeled as soft skills. So problem solving. So if a nervous system regulation is safety, there are a lot of different ways to regulate our nervous system. You have somatic work, you have box breathing, you have grounding, you have humming. Like there's a lot of different ways to regulate your nervous system, all of which I use in a lot of my classes. But there is one that I was able to identify that is so potent, and it's problem solving, right? Problem solving is a hidden nervous system regulation techniques that is golden. And the reason that I love problem solving is that problem solving basically relates to agency. It relates to being self-sufficient, which are key components of safety. I can take care of myself. I can take care of this problem. If you want to feel safe, if you want to feel secure, if you want to feel grounded, it's when you can wake up and be like, oh yeah, I can solve that. Like I got that. The best form of agency you can ever feel. And that's fertile soil, right? And when you begin to stack up those wins, not as a thing to do, but as a person to become, you start to like walk a different way and talk a different way, and it starts to be felt. So I really focus in on problem solving using creative mental health. So what we do is I teach people how to sit with adversity through exposure therapy. Don't run from it, right? That's huge. Let's not run from it. And then we begin to communicate with that adversity different, because the quality of our relationships is always going to be based on the quality of our communication, even if it's with ourselves. So we got to start communicating with that adversity different. We are redefining our relationship with triggers, stress, and anxiety. And this is the format, this is the blueprint that I use in 90% of the things that I do. So being able to sit with adversity through exposure, communicate with it different. Now we're going to apply some critical thinking, and we're not going to go into fight or flight. We're going to rest and digest, calm state, parasympathetic nervous system, and we're going to sit with it and do some work. and not run from it. This is huge because we're building up that tolerance, that emotional immune system, what I call it. And then the fourth step is taking action. You got to take some action. We're going to recycle that. And when you do this process enough times with enough things, and I start out doing it in a very creative way, that way it's kind of fun and it's not just like a lot of heavy work. You're able to show up differently just as who you are. So this is how I teach, resilience in a nutshell. All right, so I have a whole playbook that I won't get into the details about. It's a whole four-phase model that teaches all the things that needs to be taught. I tell people I'm Conrad. I am winded down, sir. I talk about I am a nervous system personal trainer. I have audios that take you to exposure therapy, somatic work, exposure therapy, affirmations. Just like I used to be a personal trainer, so just like HIIT training, high intensity interval training. This is our R.M.T process that we use in a lot of different models. So the last thing I'm gonna give you guys a short little exercise to do. I want you to, I'm gonna skip this. So here, the conclusion of all of this is we talked about a regulated nervous system. We talked about problem solving, showing up honestly, the end part of that is sharing your story because out of all the stuff that I'm doing, what helps me to wake up in the morning are all the things that I talked about, but also my life being able to help and inspire other people. That can be on the micro or it can be on the macro. It can be something as small as just a coworker, or it could be standing on stages. That doesn't matter. But what is important is for you to know, for us to know thyself, for us to know ourselves. So what I want you to do on a piece of paper is put a dash and then KMIR, which is an acronym for Keep Me in Remembrance, and then another dash. On that first dash, I want you just to put your name or whatever you prefer to go by. So in this case, it would be Seneca, and then KMIR, Seneca, keep me in remembrance. And then in this last dash, I want you to put a person, I want you to put a vision, I want you to put a character trait. What is something that helps you stay in remembrance of why you're doing whatever it is that you want to do in your life? That special person, that special vision, that thing you overcome, that you have overcome in life. And this is something that I use. It's just like a conclusion in a lot of my classes because we got to have that why. And whatever that thing is, that is the driving force that inspires you to wake up and to be resilient and do the things that you're doing. And hopefully, in that last dash, you're using that to some capacity to share your story and help someone else who may be going through the same thing that you're going through. So, that is who I am. If you want to contact me for any speaking engagements or conferences or workshops, I'm always excited to do so. And that is my time. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Hey, go ahead, put it back your contact information there, bro, so people can hit that QR code that you had up. Just want to say, man, what a powerful presentation. And I love how you put the holistic nature. It's not just our mind, it's also our body, because our body, if it's in a good space, our mind has more capacity, or it has capacity because we're healthy both ways, right? Mentally, emotionally, physically. I love how you holistically put that together. And I want to open it up to questions for everybody here. What do you guys want to ask, share, thoughts? Go ahead.
Well, it was fantastic. I don't know how to say it in other words. I have a limited vocabulary when I sit here thinking about what you said. And you know what? You tell me you have no letters after your name. You have all the power in the world to be the doctor of this. And I thank you for what you shared.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that sincerely.
I just wanted to thank you and acknowledge you for discussing emotional honesty. I think it's hard for people just to say, "Hey, I'm sad today," or "I didn't sleep well last night," or like, I don't really want to be here, but I had to come. I think we feel like we have to just be like, oh my gosh, I'm so great. How are you? This is the best day ever. And like that, it's so exhausting to do that. So thank you for acknowledging that it's okay just to be honest about where you are and to take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else. We're
Man, it
all givers and service people, so I
Yeah.
think we're the worst about taking care of ourselves first.
No,
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I've heard that so much, and it truly is the cheat code because when you finally break free within yourself, right? Now we also want to be good at what we do, right, and bring a high level of service and product, which that goes without being said. But once you break free within yourself and you're able to show up in that way, I have seen it unlock so many doors and tear down so many walls within organizations and companies and mentorship because for some reason we just confine ourselves to this status quo. So I won't get into that because that's a whole nother 1 hour
Well, for me, I
presentation.
felt like it was like a loyalty thing, and everything you do, you got to be great at, you know? And so, with work in the field that I used to work in, you do a good job, so they give you more work. And then they get disappointed in they get
Same
disappointed
pay,
in you
but more work.
when you don't live up to their expectations when you're taking on extra caseload. You're like, wait a minute, I'm doing two people's jobs because you say I can do it, but so and I feel like I'm very loyal and a hard worker, but I did start saying no, the power of no. Like, no, it's okay. I can't handle that. I got too much going on.
Yeah. And so what I tell people in different like because what you're bringing up is a very important thing, and I'm not Adriana, I'm not saying that you specifically need this, but I'm just saying this in general. For me, how I move in this space is you have to be doing some internal work yourself because you need to be mindful of like where your ego is, where your insecurity are, where your triggers are to make sure
Yes,
that
you're emotional
you're,
intelligence. Know what
yeah.
triggers you, know what you can handle, and know what vibes you give off. So there are times where I won't talk to people for like 3 days because I'm like, my energy is bad and I don't want to exert that onto others, especially in the community and wanting to help. So I'm very well aware when I can't handle stuff. Like, I'm going to crash out today, so I should probably take a day off and relax, or, I feel it coming.
For sure, for sure.
I'm not sure what's happening, but Debbie, you are
I'm
you are center
trying.
stage.
You know me, I'm new,
are
I'm really new to this.
are you
I'm
sharing?
I'm trying to. Do you see me my picture?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to get y'all back on the screen now. How do I do that?
That's okay.
How how, do- how do I get back to y'all?
You're on. We're seeing you.
You're
We're looking right at you.
I know,
Oh,
but I can't see y'all.
she wants to
okay.
see the grid view again, Conrad. She doesn't want to be
Oh, I'm not
spotlighted.
entirely sure how to navigate this for
I
you.
think you just needed to stop sharing, which I think you just did.
I stop.
I'm sharing my screen, so there we go. Let's see
Okay.
if that. All right,
Can
so
we
now
see her?
Debbie,
Can
I'm
we
gonna
see her?
ask you to start your video. Oh, it's okay.
Did I do it?
I'm not sure what's happening right now, but that's all right. Let's continue. Go ahead. Debbie,
I
you want to say
really,
something while you're there?
I really liked. I've been in therapy for quite a long time, and I really had never heard it expressed as the soil thing before. So I really liked that idea a lot. So I wish I heard all of your talk and not just half of it. So I appreciate that. Um, I have an issue where, kind of like what she was saying, that some days you just don't feel like talking to anybody. And I live with my mom, and sometimes, she does not understand that. I mean, I try to tell her, I need some time. I need some time. And how do you get through that? I mean, what do you
Yeah.
do?
Hey, Debbie, that is a very good statement, and it's very. I'm glad that you asked because with all the stuff that I said, it still doesn't mean that life isn't going to suck sometimes.
Oh, I agree.
You know, and with all the work and all the things that we're doing, like sometimes it is just going to be like, I do not like this person. I do not like this situation. I don't like what I'm going through. And that's okay as well, right? So that's part of the work. And all of our relationships are really just mirrors for us once we unlock our mind to think in that way. So right now I'm dealing in your situation, I'm dealing with my mom. I need some personal time. She always wants to talk and it's getting on my nerves. It's a thing. So even though it's a difficult time, I would encourage you to still look at it as a growth opportunity and ask yourself, what is it that I need to be seeing and learning and growing in this particular situation to navigate through this? It doesn't mean it's not going to be a hard workout, but I guarantee when you shift your vibration and perspective, you will be a better person on the other end of it. So maybe there's some redefining of you guys' relationship that needs to happen. Maybe there's some things you need to pour into her. Maybe there's some things you need to see about yourself, because the biggest thing is not being triggered, but to ask the question, why? See, I didn't get into a lot of detail about how I created this inside of prison, but when I started to ask myself, man, this dude is getting on my nerves. Okay, why? Whew. Now that's the real work that you can get into.
Okay.
I want to piggyback on that. I know you're the expert, but
Uh,
it's good to set boundaries, and it is hard. It was hard for me because I was a caregiver for my mom, and I felt like she was critiquing everything I did. And one day she was like, "Why'd you get this bowl?" And I was like, "It's the closest bowl that was by my hand." And I was like, "Why do you critique everything that I do?" And I'm trying to do my very best. And I wasn't rude. I was just straight up. And then my mom's like, "Oh." Or if you can set aside a time for yourself. Or I tell people, I just got off from work, let me de-stress for a minute because I need to process my day, let it go, and keep going. And I like to set boundaries. I mean, it's hard and it's uncomfortable, but you don't have to be rude about it. But that's what's best for me to
mhm.
function, is to
Yeah,
have my mindset right. So if my mindset isn't right, how am I going to be a caregiver for you? So I kind of need to let you know, like, hey, you've been criticizing everything that I, I've been doing, and it makes me feel blah 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 when you do
yeah.
that.
Setting
So
setting setting clear boundaries is so important. I tell people I am the best at staying in my lane, minding my business, and protecting my energy, right? Because I know that when you start to give out too much, too often, you're not going to have anything for yourself, and life will
With the
pass
sound
you
bug.
by, right? So definitely want to pour into yourself for sure.
So, guys, thank you for this great question answer and what do you call that? What you guys have been thinking and feeling from this presentation. I want to give a bit of time. We have a great number of distinguished people on here tonight and today. And what do you call that? If you are needing to get back at work, it is 12:36, just to keep track with time. So if you got to go, you can go. But if you are able to stay, hang out with us a little bit more. I do want to introduce our district governor. So we have 70 plus Lions clubs in the DFW Metroplex, with on average uh, about 20 or so people that are um, actively participating in each club. So we got several hundreds to several thousand Lions that are actively out there in the DFW Metroplex. And I'd love to bring up our district governor to share some thoughts on this mental health week. Uh, DG Kedar, are you able to start your
Yes,
video?
yes.
Awesome.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's really I'm at work. Still, I'm listening. What is a wonderful thought we hear today? And if you talk anything from your heart, that comes the truth. And the truth always people don't want to share, and they just feel like, oh, maybe people are teasing me, or people thought something else. No, if you said you're feeling from your heart, you are releasing your things from your heart. So if you say something nice things, that touch other people also. That was proven today this seminar. Saying that our international president, Line AP Singh, put this service project all over the world. We are representing 202 countries around the world and 1.4 million people. No matter where are they from geographically, but all those 1.4 million people are engaging this week for the mental health and well-being. This is the one of the largest issue is going on this world. So as per our president, he mentioned, if you imagine there is no 1.4 million lines volunteered on this world, who is take caring this part? So thank you yourself being as a line to change our community. Let's work together, and this, if you are sharing your knowledge, maybe that helps some other people's life. Let's do it. Let's grow it. Let's move forward for the betterment of Lineism. Make your community better than before. Thank you, Line President Convert and the DFW Cyber Club. You are working so hard to bring this kind of event on this week on the middle of the day. But I miss it few, but I watch your event on the recording. I really impressed. Thank you for your thought to make our community better. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, DG. Radha. Uh, Final thank yous to our speaker today. I just wanna say that when it comes to um, being able to speak powerfully, it I love the authenticity that you bring, Seneca, and I'm glad that you go out to everywhere and share your thoughts, and bring your program that you put together in a space where all you had to do was just think all day, every day, and you had a lot of time to be able to put this together. So I'm glad you're able to go out there and bring it to the world. So we'll push it out. We'll get it to as many people that can come and listen, and we'd love to have you back again one of these days.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. And I appreciate all the love and the genuineness from the community. Like I said, when I first hopped on, it felt real. That is so important to me, that authenticity. So thank you guys for the opportunity, and it was a pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, Kedar. Thank
So
you,
we'll
DG Kedar, too.
Thank
We'll
you.
officially wrap up this portion, but guys, if you're still able to hang out, what do you guys wanna share? Go ahead. Let's wrap up with the thank yous. Go ahead, guys.
The one thing when you said for us to put our name on the dash and the KMIR to keep me in remembrance, I thought of the one thing that is what you've noticed here. I have a family of origin. They're in another state, and brothers and sisters, but I have so many more strong relationships here. I've been here since 1976, so this is my life. And my life is different than the life of the siblings. So I realized how strong I rely on the people that I love here.
It's good. Thank you for sharing.
I want to say something, Seneca. The mindset that you have, and what you told yourself when you went to jail second time, and how you changed your life around, and reformed. I really have respect and admiration for you. Thank you. Thank you that you used it in a most with your obviously you're extremely intelligent. So how you change that around in a positive way, I respect and honor you for that. Thank you.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
So,
And
Seneca, I want to say that I second the motion on Rose, because you are a great example.
There's a lot of people that is in the prison and they don't want to change, but you yourself have a really good testimony that everyone can change, that everyone can change for the better of yourself. And so I thank you for being that great example for to everyone.
Thank you. Receive. I appreciate that.
And I do want to acknowledge one of the ladies that is in here right now. Her name is Miss Bendela Menifee. She has been one of our Lions since 2022, part of our Cyber Lions Club. And I don't know if she's able to say anything or share, but she has been in the prison system and retired from the prison system majority of her adult life. And she's seen everything, and she's the first person to ever say, "Hey, Conrad, come, let's go to jail." I'm like, "What?" She meant come, let's go to a community day so you could see what is happening in the prison system, and then what are things that we could possibly do to bring information to the public. So Ms. Vandela, I know you're quietly here, but are you able to share, unmute, and say anything?
She put in the chat that
She's
she's
unable
unable
to
to speak.
Oh, okay.
Comrade, is everyone here in DFW?
Many people are in DFW. Some
Or
people might be from out of town. I'm not entirely sure, but majority
majority?
of everyone is in DFW. So if you want to make
Okay.
an invite for anything you're doing, please.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, man, I have had the last month, 2 months has probably been the most busy with speaking engagements ever been in my entire life. Like it's been like every 2 or 3 days. So I'm at the tail end of that. I'm leaving to go to Florida Sunday for a conference. But I actually don't have, well, Saturday I'm doing something for DPD. It's like a 5K walk, but it's going to be something short. So I don't have anything going on currently. The next thing I have after Florida is November. I was selected to be one of the speakers at the Greater Dallas Mental Health America. It's a statewide thing for counselors. It's going to be in Tyler, Texas, November the 12th, I believe. It's a symposium. Conrad, I can send it to you if anyone's ever interested, but it's going to be a lot of counselors, teachers. They're still selling tickets from around the state who are in the mental health space. So those are the two things that I currently have going on. But right now, everything is kind of passed. So but Conrad, this is a great organization. I would love to know more about it, and to kind of get with you one-on-one just to learn what you guys are doing and what that looks like for potential collaborations.
Absolutely. We're recruiting all of our speakers to become Lions. We'd love to sit down and see where are the alignments for future things that we could possibly do together. This is great, and we'll put out information if you have things that are important for the community, you send it to me. We'll put it out. We have our public website. So just a heads up for everybody. I'm going to share my screen here. If you guys ever need to get information, like our Lions Club is here. We have our mental health program going on. But if you go to dfwcyberlions.org, we do have a calendar that we put out, and that calendar is any kind of cause that is important for people to know about, whether it's food distribution or our mental health week that we're doing right now, or anything that anybody is doing. We'll be happy to post, including all of your stuff, Seneca. So just send it, and we'll post about it. Okay.
So you said something about you were giving me access to that before.
It's just a what do you call that?
Seeing it?
Yeah, it's just a link.
So I should still send you the stuff.
Yes, and I'll put the link in the chat here. We'll make it so that it's more simple for people to add it directly. There's the site,
Okay.
and we'll add that on the YouTube links as well.
Okay,
Great,
so
great point, ladies.
after I put whatever, can you put GP host lines so they'll
Oh,
know?
yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And Seneca, you don't have to go with Cyber. You can go with the Host Lines Club. We have in-person meetings.
We actually clubs.
I think
Several.
we have about
Yeah.
several. I think we have
We
3
we
or
can
4
I can
clubs.
welcome in the Dallas Everest too.
Yeah, we have about four Lions
Well, no,
clubs
I can't do
represented in
Concertina.
here, I
That's only
believe.
for ladies.
Hey, Lion President Conrad, this is Esmeralda. I just wanted to congratulate you and Vice President Dr. Taylor Bunn and the team from the DFW Cyber Lions Club for being so instrumental this week and pushing out a lot of different mental health sessions this week in honor of mental health and well-being awareness week that Lion APC has really challenged all our lions throughout the world to be focused on, because it is mental health is a very important issue that our society needs to be dealing with. So I just wanted to congratulate you all, and a special thanks to Seneca. Thank you so much. I so enjoyed your speech or your presentation today. I want to just say to you, thank you for serving others, sharing your message with us, and just want to say to you that you've reminded all of us, I believe, that life circumstances does not define somebody's potential. As you are exemplifying that so beautiful today in sharing your messages in such a great, easy message for us to take it all into heart and to do whatever changes we need to do and reflect on how we can be the best lions and servant leaders to our community, but at the same time take care of ourselves, because if we don't take care of ourselves, we won't be able to take care of anybody. So thank you for giving us the honor today to listen to you and learn from you.
Hey, I know everybody's like playing hopscotch with this, Conrad, but I want to respond to that, Esmeralda. You said a word. I listened, man, and you said an easy message. I work so hard on no matter what I'm talking about for it to be digestible, concise, easy, palatable, because in this information world that we're in, and it's here, AI is here, social media. Less is more. And you can still live a very abundant, full, vibrant life, but still less is more. Simplicity is more. Alignment is more. And because if not, it's just too much. There's too much stuff. So thank you for saying that word because it's very, very intentional. And I'm glad that it came across as being something that was simple, but yet also very useful.
Wow, very good.
Thank you.
Very nice.
That is a nice way to wrap up this segment. Guys, it's been a beautiful lunch and learn, and it's been a great week in series. So if you have a chance, go to our cyber YouTube page and check out all the other lunch and learns that are happening. We're excited. Guys, a lot of people here are actually speakers themselves. So we have future lunch and learns that we are thinking about. And if you would like to come and participate, and lead something, that'd be great. And Seneca, we'd love to have you again for maybe a part 2 or a longer. We could even do an in-person. So those are things that are possible with us. Okay.
I'd love to get you, Seneca, to come to our noon meetings sometime in the future. I think it would be great. So I'm gonna
If you have
our
a tour
dialect.
of the Lions clubs, you'll be touring the whole year. So
That's right.
yeah, our district governor Kedar is actually touring the Metroplex. Every district governor tries to get to all the Lions clubs, and there's 70 plus. So, Debbie, you let us know when we'll show up and we'll support too.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah,
I'd love to.
that's right. That's right, Conwell.
I just need to get with
20.
our guy
Yeah,
and find out when he's got some space available.
Definitely reach out for
I
sure.
will. Do I just use that QR code?
No, I mean, the easiest way, honestly, is just to call or text me.
Yeah,
So
can you
if
put your
anyone,
information in the chat stuff?
I'll
yeah,
put you guys in contact, Debbie.
Okay,
okay.
that would be great. That would be so wonderful.
We,
I wish I'd done more watching because I wish we'd have done more. We're having a walk on Saturday with the Leos for mental health, and they're gonna walk, and then they're gonna do an art project. So we got that going on, but I wish we could have done more. This is a great idea. I really I really liked it. I wish I could have seen more of them, but it's been a busy week for me, as you know, Conrad.
They'll be in YouTube.
You can see them on YouTube.
I'm going to. I'm going to go
Lion
back and look at them.
Lion Conrad, before we go, DG, before you go, I would like to challenge our district from 2X1. I know I represent MD2 also, but maybe for the district convention, have invite Seneca to come
Yeah,
and
that
be
would
a
be
speaker
good.
for a session, because we always have sessions at the district convention or at our mid-winter conference. I think that way he could reach a whole lot of our lions at that time. So that I want to just put that plug in and challenge us as a district, because we got to take care of our lions so they can continue to do the service they do all over the Metroplex.
Amen.
Great idea.
Good.
That's a
That's a
great
good
idea,
idea.
Esme. Oh,
Very
Thanks.
good.
Cool. I'm sure that meant something. I don't really know fully what that means, but it sounds like something good. But I'm pretty sure y'all all like understood that Lions talk. But no, I'm half
Can
joking.
clarify what that means is that we love to have your message shared with our 2,000 plus lions in
Mhm.
in District 2X1. So there's a couple of opportunities to help make that happen. So that's what I'm trying to challenge our district to make sure, because you have a wonderful gift of sharing your message in an easy way and in a simple way and in a short time. So it'd be great for our district to invite you to share that gift with our other lions.
Cool.
As a whole, instead of like one by one by one by one.
Yes.
Yes.
But one by one, if he shares it at a district conference, I guarantee you there are going to be individual clubs asking him to come to their club.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that'll also beget more. So this is great. So guys, just to let you know, we do a lot of work, and we love bringing good speakers on. So if they do a phenomenal job, everybody wants them. So it's a great way to tour the Metroplex. So
President Conward, can I share something for a second?
yes,
Uh,
DG.
Everybody knows we are a co-club here today, so I'm requesting we are making a bed tomorrow, the bed
Yes.
for kids. So we are looking the more volunteers to build the bed. So can all the club bring the more participations so we can wrap up soon? Um, that is my request. I know everybody, all the clubs have so many projects going on. Just divide our volunteers and just help us out to bring that project and prepare the bed for the kids. And the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, there is a 65,000 kids are sleeping without the bed. Whatever we are doing, that is reaching to needy kids. That's all. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Message to everybody. This happens annually, but we do build beds for kids. There are kids sleeping on the floors in the DFW Metroplex. And so if you would like to come, we do two things. One, we collect money to build beds, about $250, $500 per bed. And then we gather all the materials. And then there are many days, but we do two things. One, we make the beds, and then two, we deliver the beds. So I'll toss it in the chat, and just want to let you know, DG, everybody here, if you're going to build a bed, raise your hand.
I am.
Boom. Look, we got majority of the people in this chat are gonna go build beds for kids tomorrow, DG. So
And I got a
if
friend
you,
coming too from DBU. So I'm excited.
Yay.
boom. Awesome. Well, guys, this has been a phenomenal session. It's on YouTube, so please share this with other people who didn't get to hear Seneca speak. And we'd love to see you for our next Lunch and Learn series. Thank you, everybody. And thank you to Dr. Taylor Bunn for leading the charge on this.
You.
Thank you.
thank
Bye.
you. Thank you,
Y'all have a
Taylor.
good weekend.
Thank you, everybody.
right.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
And see you guys tomorrow for Build a Bed. Be
Yep.
there on time.
Yeah.
Okay, all. Bye.
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 Bye.